What's happening, guys? I'm TechSource, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new HP SPECTRE X360. HP was kind enough to partner with me and send over the late 2019 model with a 13-inch 4K touchscreen, Intel's 10th generation processor, and the Iris Plus graphics card. This is a super thin and light premium laptop targeted at professionals. It's built in this aluminum chassis with chamfered edges all around, which gives it a premium look and feel. It's got a very sturdy keyboard deck and not much flex on the screen. It's actually built pretty well. It's very comfortable to type on because the keys are spaced evenly and they are backlit with 2 levels of brightness. Unfortunately, due to the compact size, we don't get a numpad, but they did manage to squeeze in navigation buttons on the side. The trackpad is a decent size and it's in a good spot. Oftentimes while I'm typing, I would accidentally hit the trackpad, but with the SPECTRE, it hasn't happened yet. It's also very accurate. It registers all the gestures and taps without any problems. The integrated fingerprint sensor is a nice feature, although it's not as fast or accurate as I would have liked, but it's still convenient over typing a password. The screen on the SPECTRE X360 is beautiful. It's a 3840 by 2160 AMOLED touchscreen with super thin bezels all around. It's also layered with Corning Gorilla Glass, which adds a nice layer of protection against impact and scratches, which is pretty cool. Even with the thin bezels, they still manage to squeeze in a front-facing 720p camera up top. One small feature that I think a lot of you guys might appreciate is the kill switch located on the right side here, which will shut off the camera, giving you peace of mind. What I like most about the display is the high contrast ratio of true black HDR. I mean, the images look super crisp and vibrant with deep blacks, and because it's an AMOLED display, you get great viewing angles. I've had a lot of fun editing on this laptop due to the massive screen real estate and the color accuracy. Even though it's a tiny 13-inch display, the 4K resolution allows me to fit everything on the screen. I can see my entire timeline and the video preview clearly. I was also able to cut and play back 4K files fairly smoothly. However, the render times were a bit longer compared to other laptops with a higher core count. Personally, I would have preferred a 6-core over a quad-core to help out on render times, but it's not a deal breaker because the 10th gen processor was still able to keep up. Also, I would imagine adding a faster CPU in here would affect the thermals and the compact design. You can't enjoy high-performance gaming on this laptop. Obviously, it's not catered for gamers due to the integrated graphics chip, but if you must game, you can get away with playing less intensive titles in the lowest quality. You also have to lower the resolution to 1080p or less to get over 30 FPS. Although you do have the option of connecting the laptop with an external GPU through one of the 2 USB-C ports. Speaking of ports, you do get a mini SD card slot on the side with the USB-C ports, and on the opposite side is where you'll find the headphone jack and power button. Now, this laptop has only one USB 3 port, but they did include a USB hub with an HDMI port, 2 additional USB 3 ports, and an extra USB Type-C. So the main feature of this laptop is its versatility. You can switch it to different positions. Tent mode and stand mode are mostly used for watching content. And by the way, the speakers are some of the best I've heard on any laptop. They are powered by Bang & Olufsen, and they can get really loud with clear highs. You can pretty much hear everything that's going on, which is perfect for watching movies. And when you fold it all the way down, it becomes a giant tablet. I do like the tablet mode a lot because it's an awesome way for me to plan and draw up my next Ultimate Desk Setup series or take notes using the included stylus. I feel like the 13-inch model is the perfect size to use in tablet mode. Anything bigger than that and it'll start to become uncomfortable. Accessing the components isn't that hard. You just need to remove the 2 Torx screws located on the bottom and all 4 screws underneath the rubber feet. Unfortunately, you only have access to the NVMe SSD, which is underneath the aluminum cover. Getting to the RAM is a lot more difficult, which means that it's not going to be as easy to upgrade later down the line. The laptop is also using a 60 watt-hour battery, which they claim lasts up to 22 hours, but in my testing I got a little over 7 hours of use, which is still pretty good for a laptop with a 4K display. I was using it for everyday tasks. I checked emails, I wrote the entire script for the review of this laptop, and watched a few videos on YouTube, and ended the day with 10% battery left after 7 hours and 30 minutes of use with a screen brightness of 75%. So how is the cooling on a thin and light gaming laptop with the latest specs? Well, let's just say it struggles to keep the temps down, which is expected in such a thin chassis. Using any type of program that is CPU focused, for example exporting at a 4K video, the laptop does thermal throttle severely. We are seeing CPU temperatures hit as high as 99 degrees Celsius. The cooling just can't keep up with the laptop's performance, so it's forced to underclock. And because of this, I was seeing longer than usual render times using Vegas Pro. All other tasks that aren't dependent mostly on the CPU, like gaming, watching videos, or graphic work, seem to be working fine without any thermal throttling. So with all that said, who can I recommend this laptop to? This laptop is mostly targeted for professionals who travel a lot and use their laptop for media, editing, graphic design, or any color-sensitive work. The 4K AMOLED touchscreen is amazing. I mean, you can fit a lot of stuff on the screen, which will increase your overall efficiency. The speakers are nice and loud with clarity, and the versatility of switching to different modes is a nice plus with an all-day battery life. This laptop is not for gamers because of its integrated graphics card. There are far better options out there that will give you the frame rates and refresh rates that you desire. Now, if you do a lot of exporting or rendering that taxes the CPU consistently, then you're gonna experience thermal throttling, and that's gonna increase your overall render times. But if that doesn't bother you and you're looking for a compact laptop to travel with, then I feel like the HP SPECTRE X360 is a solid all-around 2-in-1 laptop. In fact, this is replacing my current travel laptop just in time for CES. I'll be taking this to Vegas in January to edit my CES coverage. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the 4K AMOLED touchscreen and the all-day battery life are what sold me on this. I also like how it comes with this leather carrying case and a tiny USB-C power adapter with a braided cable. And that is my review of the HP SPECTRE X360. If you found this video helpful, consider leaving a like, and if you didn't, you know what to do. I'll drop a link to the laptop below if you guys want to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one.